Over the last few years, I have become completely unrecognizable. From settling for average, good enough, comfortable enough, feeling fine but nothing more than that, to becoming the woman I have always wanted to be. Running a successful business, feeling confident every time I look in the mirror, setting and achieving big goals and challenges in a body that feels ready for anything. And for the next 6 weeks, I'm going to guide you into that life and into that version of you. Because right now you are feeling stuck in limbo, desperate to break free of a life of fine, a life of choosing the easy way out, always settling for instant satisfaction rather than delayed gratification, but absolutely no clue where to start and no belief that it's going to work, that you're actually going to be capable of change because it's never worked before. All those times that you've tried to change but inevitably ended up hitting a brick wall within the first few weeks. So what's going to be different this time round? Well, this time round, you found me. And my job is to help women exactly like you build a body and mind that is going to be completely unfucking recognizable to your old self. Each video over the next 6 weeks will include the next step that follows seamlessly on from the last, meaning the 360 change of becoming unrecognizable internally and externally will happen without you even realizing. So you're going to want to hit subscribe right now so that you don't miss out on any of the 6 key steps that will make this entire process a success. Let's get stuck into step 1, the introduction. Over the next 7 days, you're going to introduce yourself to the person you want to be in 6 weeks' time by asking the 4 most important questions you need the answers to so you can start laying the foundations. But before we get stuck in, I want you to grab either a notebook and pen or get your voice memos app up on your phone, because I want you to give yourself permission to free pour whatever ideas, however many ideas, come into your head as we talk through these questions. At first, you might feel uncomfortable. Your thoughts might feel superficial or wildly out of reach, that you might feel like they're not even worth writing down. But I want you to write them down anyway, and you'll see why at the end of this video. Just word vomit on the page and keep going until your brain is empty of ideas and answers. Okay, you ready? Question 1. We're going to start right at the beginning. Literally. What does the happiest, most confident version of you do with the first hour of their day? I'm talking the second you open your eyes. What are her thoughts? What is her attitude as she heads into the day? Does she get up and start scrolling her phone? Or does she head straight to the bathroom to start getting ready for the day? Does she snooze the alarm 3, 4, 5 times in a row? Does she get up straight away? Does she spend a bit of time on her skincare routine? Let's go back even further. Does she set an alarm with the understanding that that's going to give her enough time to put a bit more energy into her skincare routine? Does she prioritize movement in the first hour of her day? Does she prioritize natural light or fresh air? Does she focus on eating the frog at the start of her day, doing something really hard to set the tone for the day so that everything else feels that much easier? Pause this video and let yourself visualize the first hour of your day in the life of that future version of you. Number 2, the happiest, most confident version of yourself. What are her non-negotiables in her day? By the way, none of these are trick questions. There is no right or wrong. There is no template answer. We're building the life that you want to live. So what are the non-negotiables of that future version of you? Is exercise a non-negotiable? Is 3 meals a day non-negotiable? Is talking to a friend or a family member every day non-negotiable? Is putting effort into your appearance every day a non-negotiable? What are the habits, the tasks, the routines that make her feel like her best self? Number 3, this is probably the most important of the 4 questions I'm going to be asking you today, because it helps you understand not only the emotional side of that future version's brain, but the logical, rational side. So question number 3, how does that version of you react when something doesn't go to plan in her day? There's traffic on the way to work. A meeting has been rescheduled for today rather than next week. Someone brought cake into the office and you couldn't resist, even though you're trying to lose weight at the moment. Your meetings overran, which meant your lunchtime workout session didn't go to plan. Whatever the scenario is, extreme or minute, how does that version of you react and respond in those moments? I hope you're pausing after every one of these questions, by the way, so you can let your brain process the idea and visualize an outcome. Final question. Question number 4, how does the happiest, most confident version of you end her day? If she's had a stressful day at work, what is her process of winding down? If she lives on her own, what is the process of connecting back to herself at the end of a day? If she lives with somebody else, does she incorporate those people into her evening? Does she prioritize end of day movement? How does she fuel herself in an evening? What's she watching? What's she reading? Is she doing anything more with her evening other than just winding down in front of the TV? Those 4 questions might seem a little bit simple. They might seem a little bit surface level. You might not feel too connected to that version of yourself after answering those 4 questions. Good. The process isn't that easy. It isn't that straightforward. But like I said at the start of this video, this is all about the introduction, introducing yourself to the idea of that future version of you, letting your brain start to visualize a basic structure of her day. Over the next 7 days, you might find yourself starting to implement some of those morning habits, some of those evening habits that the future version of you would follow through on. You might find yourself responding to certain situations slightly differently, slightly more in line with that future version of you, how she would respond in that moment. You might find yourself implementing a few of those daily non-negotiables that you spoke about. None of this needs to be forced, nor should it be. I don't want you to force these new habits, these new responses into your life from the get-go, from the minute you stop watching this video. We want these habits, these tasks, these routines to become organic, to organically integrate them into your day. So it doesn't feel like this huge shift in a different direction. It doesn't feel like you're asking the world from yourself within a 24-hour period. All we're doing is starting the process of disconnecting from that former version of you and building new connections to the future version of you, the version of you that you want to become in 6 weeks. I want you to bring that notebook with you where you can this week. Leave it on your desk, leave it on your bedside. I don't even want you to necessarily keep the pages open. Just that notion of what you've written in that notebook or what you've voice recorded on your Memos app, just to start allowing those subconscious thoughts to trickle through a bit more consistently. Don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss the next installment of this series, and I'll catch you in the next one.